up guys, and welcome to Affordable Airgun Reviews. Today we have more information about the AEA HPSS Plus on 25 caliber. If you guys notice from the review, from factory pretty much, this pistol came with this air tank. Guys, this is pretty big and it's gonna give you plenty of shots per field. But you know, wanna go and test it with a bigger one, and right here we have the 500cc air tank, and this one fills to 250 bars. And guys, the way to install this thing is stupid easy. All you need to do is unscrew when you have the original tank in it, unscrew your gauge, make sure your gauge is bleed 100%, give him about an hour after it start bleeding. Come back, check, couple more turns, that's all it takes. Make sure this is still having no air. Cock the rifle, trying to shoot it. If you don't feel anything coming out from here, any air coming out of the barrel, you're good to go. And then remove a couple more times. Be gentle. Don't go crazy on it because you don't want to ruin your pistol, and most important is your safety. Okay, and then all you need to do is just unscrew the Allen bolt that you have in here on the bottom, screw it out, make sure you pull it out 100%, and then grab the cylinder and go smooth on your way out. That's it. And then install your tank with the valve. I want to say thank you to Terry from Fox Air Power. He sent that for us to make this pistol bottle. For now guys, I have this 500cc's. I think this is an overkill for it. I think I'm gonna go with a FX style 480 or maybe 450, whatever it is. Something smaller and carbon fiber, because this adds a lot of weight. And second thing that you guys notice on this is our bipod. And guys, this is funny, but I don't know. I'm still debating if I keep this or a small tank, or am I still using or install back the original one, because this is gonna be my truck gun and it's super fun to shoot around, even if you're shooting semi-auto or bolt action, let's say shot by shot, okay, whatever you want to call it. So what I did is I use a clamp, one of those clamps that you can find in AutoZone or Pet Boys, Walmart, any of those. All you need to do is just put it around. I put some bands from my slingshot so I don't scratch the bottle. I don't leave any marks. This is a cheap, I think it's a CD Life. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a Catwheel, old Catwheel that I got on, from somebody selling stuff around the neighborhood on a garage sale. That works great, still good. It's just old. Standable, works great. Pretty much I'm gonna order a clamp, a good clamp, a Picatinny clamp for the bottle, whenever I feel comfortable with the decision that I'm gonna take with this. For now, this is just a project that I'm working around, and the next thing that I might work is on a regulator. I don't think really need it with a big tank, because your shot string gets bigger and then you know where you at on the target on paper, okay? But after all, it's great, very, very fun to shoot. Second thing that I did, I don't know if you guys noticed, is the buttstock. The buttstock, I installed this one. This one came from my Cattleman gun. Very simple to remove, very, very easy. If you guys need a review, or I said a video how to do it, it's very simple. All you need to do is grab this pin that holds right here, pull it all the way down, take out the original one, put this one. And I like this one because this one is adjustable, so you can adjust your heights. Perfect, better for shooting when you're doing bench press or stuff around, The other thing that I did, and right now the configuration is in a bolt action, and that, guys, is not that hard. It takes time to do it. And let me put the pistol on the side. So if you guys remember, right around here is a rod that goes from all the way in the front. The rod goes all the way to here and goes right there on your bolt. That's your bolt right there. And that rod is screwed into the bolt. And what it does is, this is the rod right here. when you shoot every shot, this rod push back and cut the system and go straight forward. Hope you guys can see me over there on the camera. So every time you shoot, he goes back and forward and he threads into the bolt. Simple. All you need to do, that I find the easy way, I see some guy, I think is Ben. He have great videos. But I found an easy way. All you need to do is pretty much just remove the shroud and start to unscrew this thing. And he will come out. He will come right off. After you remove it, the spring came out. After you remove this thing, don't move, don't mess around with this part here, trying to unscrew or take it out, clean it, and that's it. I'm gonna tell you why, because when you put it back in, he'll go by itself to the same spot where he came from factory. I don't know how much this will affect the cocking system when you put it back to semi-auto, but I will tell you right now, unscrew, take it out, don't touch it, leave it alone, clean it if you want to, and then when you put it right back, just thread it in, put it on the bolt, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Second thing that you need to do, and it's the most important, is this is the original notch they have on the pistol. Okay, and it's right there, right here, and then that one is the one that guides this bolt back and forward every single time. Okay, and it holds into the hammer, or whatever is the hammer guide, whatever you want to call it. So in order to make this bolt action, you need to make a second notch right next to it, and always almost by the end, because the bolt is floating into this system right here. So pretty much he doesn't go down if you don't make the notch. All he does is just staying flat, and then you can work with it. It's not a big deal. You can practice around, but the pistol, I think it's a vibration or something, send the ball right back, and it feels weird. So, and it doesn't work properly, because you probably can send another pellet into the bridge, and then you're gonna have a pellet jam into the barrel, and you don't want that. So if you make that notch right there, he'll go, and then he will go down. He will do this. He will go down, okay, and he'll stay there. That's what I mean. So that's the reason why you need to make that notch, in order to you can get tight the bolt who holds the bolt on the rifle. Okay, you'll figure out someday you take it apart. And the last thing that I did with the pistol is remove the baffles. They're inside. A lot of people tell me, Manny, remove the baffles. The baffles are good, but they're not the greatest. And for some reason, people said they're probably getting close, and then the accuracy down the range is not the greatest. And well, I tried, and now let's head out and see how this pistol works without baffles, with the bottle and the other system. The only thing that I haven't worked is the trigger. I clean it, work around with it, but there's no way that you can adjust the trigger, travel, or anything. So let's head out and see what kind of results we have using the same pellets, the JSB Hades, and let's see what kind of results that we have at 30 yards on the same feet per second, the same power. I'm not gonna crony, because it's pretty much the same that you guys see on their review. Okay, let's head out and let's see what we got. Alright guys, we're back with the results that we have from our AEA SS Plus with a bigger tank, no baffles, and the bolt action. And this is the original ones from the review that we did. You guys can see it on the screen. I'm gonna put the description below in order if you probably find this video first so you can see the full review. But here it is. If you put a quarter, you still have like a 1 or 2 shots out of the quarter, so it's not covering the whole group. And I'm not complaining about it because this is a semi-auto system. The only thing that I do complain about this pistol is pretty much the trigger. The trigger is way too long, and the purpose that I ordered it is because I was hoping to get double shots doing pest control on bigger animals like squirrels, raccoons, or opossums, but it's kind of hard to do it with this kind of system. Nothing to complain about. The grouping is acceptable at 30 yards. That's how we shoot it. And now this is the new group that we did at 30 yards. You guys can see it there. And we gotta put the quarter, and let's see. And yep, the quarter cover pretty much everything in there. Hope you guys can see pretty good. Yeah, it's covering everything. So the group shrinks a little bit. It helps a lot. I'm blaming the last 2 shots on me. I feel like the last one I pull a little bit on the trigger, but the problem again is the trigger. I'm gonna work with the trigger and see if I can do some kind of install kind of screw for travel, not for the pounds, not for the weight, just the travel, to make that travel shorter and more predictable. Okay, but after all, guys, very happy with the results. I want to say something about the baffles. The baffles did a pretty good job with this system to quiet down. Without the baffles, it's pretty much the same. But for using the semi-auto system, I believe you need to add again the baffles. I want to try that without the baffles, and then I want to try it with the baffles. You know, you guys know from factory with the baffles, she works great. Okay. One thing that I want to mention. The power adjusting system right here, this is not gonna save you any air. Pretty much what it does is cut the proportion of air coming into the barrel. Okay, keep that in mind. The only way that you're gonna save some air is adding a regulator to the bottle. And keep in mind, this is very, very, very important. The original tank, you can fill it up all the way up to 45 100 psi, 250 bars, which is not a problem. But the big deal with this is pretty much the pressure that can hold the block in here, and it's set 3600 psi max fill. So don't feel from the number that's set on the tank, feel from the one on the block that they said again, 3600 psi. You can hurt the pistol. You're probably gonna damage the pistol, and it probably can explode in your hand. I don't know what can happen, but something is gonna go wrong. Okay, keep that in mind. After all, very happy. Love the grip. How it feels very, very smooth. I have an AEA logo on it. It looks cool. All right, and it's perfect for being a truck gun. I'm debating to throw back the original 300cc bottle. With this one, it gives you more shots per fill. Originally, from the tank that comes with the factory tank, the plus tank, whatever you want to call it, it gives you right around 45, 50 shots per fill. Depends on weather, depends where you are, the altitude. You guys can see it there, and it's pretty good for doing some pest control. And this one is giving me almost twice the shots per fill, and it's still pretty good, but it feels too heavy. If I'm gonna put a bottle on this, it's gonna be at least a 450cc carbon fiber. That's what I'm looking for now. Hard to find them at this time the year, but I will do something. And also I would love to have a regulator on it, and I hope AEA do something, because today's the regulators are not that expensive. And for the next generation of this pistol, I hope AEA add 2 things: better trigger or trigger adjustment at least, and a regulator. Super cheap to find today's. Ninja company has many different kinds of regulators, and the one top notch right now is human regulators. If you can get one, guys, please do it for us. This pistol is right around $600, and you guys know you're gonna pay. People is paying a lot of money for this to have fun, so might as well just throw out a regulator. What else can cost you guys? $50 and factory price or whatever you want to call it. So I hope you guys AEA listen to us. This is not a sponsored video. I want you guys know, and the review wasn't a sponsor. The only thing that is a sponsor is the bulb, and we're still saying thank you to Terry for sending the bulb to get this together, this little project. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.